Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today I am here to show you guys the Tree Keeper's Oracle. I've had this one for a bit now, and I have been using it and enjoying it. It's beautiful. It comes in this, and this is one of those U.S. Games and Doorway Studios, I think is how you pronounce that. Collaborations from Angie Sullins and Silas Tobal, and it's beautiful, a beautiful production. Like all of the rest, it comes with these like foiled pink butterflies and this gorgeous artwork from Stephanie Law. If you're not aware of who Stephanie Law is, she created a deck called the Shadowscapes Tarot some time ago, I think, with Llewellyn Publishing, and it's on the market still. You can buy it from them, and you can get it from, I think there's a Czech version with a little bit larger cardstock because people like to see her beautiful artwork in that larger form. But yeah, I don't know if she's done, I feel like she hasn't done any other decks since until now. So, so this is, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm pretty sure. So this is exciting. Okay, so it says, long ago, before trees were used for their pulp and fiber to hold our stories in bound form, they were story protectors of a different kind. As legend and druids can tell you, there are places on the planet where the veil between worlds is thin, and the trees were guardians of these sacred spaces. During that age, if one was lucky, one might encounter a door in the trunk of a tree known as a doorway, a portal between magical worlds. The contents of this oracle and guidebook were entrusted to me from a tree keeper in Lapland, who guarded one of the ancient groves in a reindeer forest. One evening, under a billowing curtain of aurora borealis, while night settled on the shoulders of a mountain like a sigh, the tree keeper gifted me her legacy book. This work is derived from that tome. It includes 44, and it says here green gilt cards, but the cards are actually gold gilt. 180-page fully illustrated guidebook and organza drawstring pouch. And I guess this doorway is where they got the name of their studio. So that's kind of neat. They're in Wonderland, New York. That tracks. That tracks. So this deck for me has just been, oh Lord, I flipped it upside down. I flipped it upside down. All the cards fell out because I took the book out. So yeah, we'll take a look at the cards. The inside of the box is stunning as always. There's a ribbon to pull the cards out. You've got a beautiful image there from Stephanie. This one comes with this beautiful olive green pouch, which is nice to put the cards in when I'm using them, because this box is relatively large. If you're looking at like a normal size tarot box, you can see it's much bigger. So I keep my cards on my desk when I'm using them. So this takes up a lot of real estate. So I like having this drawstring pouch. I really like having it for the larger boxes. So yeah, let's take a look at this beautiful deck. We'll put all of this to the side. Oh, the walkthrough for this one is coming, by the way. Stay tuned. Oh, watch the space for that. Tree Keeper's Oracle. All right. So the book, as always, when you open it, it's gorgeous. Um, shiny pages, shiny smooth pages, a nice story to kind of set up your vision of what the deck is, the theme of the deck. There's some information from Angie on how to use the deck. And then it gets right into the card meanings. And you get a full size picture of the card. I wish that this was a little bigger. It would be nice to have it even bigger than a normal card size. Like to take this part off and just like expand it through the whole book. And then this one is a Keeper of Self-Love. So you can see how much you get, about a paragraph of information for each one. I think some of them might have a little bit more, but most of them are about a paragraph. Yeah, that one has a little bit. So yeah, it does have some poetry throughout. There's a couple of poems in. I think maybe two. Yeah. Is there two? Maybe just one. I don't know. Yeah, one, and then some pictures, and then that's it. And then when you get in the back, you've got the same information in the back about the artist and about the author. There's Stephanie, and that one is Angie. And then some more information about the studio And that's it. Yeah. And I love this on the back of the book. It says, sometimes a door is more than a door. Sometimes a tree is more than a tree. And sometimes you are more than you know, able to access the moreness shimmering on the other side of your circumstances. There is always more chances, more grace, more forgiveness, more perspectives, more magic than you have currently glimpsed. The tree keepers knew this truth, and now you will too. I think that's perfect for the back of the cards because it really kind of encapsulates what this deck is about, the moreness, accessing the moreness. Let's zoom in and take a look. All right, so we are all zoomed into this beautiful, beautiful artwork. We start out with the Keeper of Self-Love. Let me just show you the backs. Here are the backs. They are fully reversible if you did want to read this with reversals. Block energies or something like that. And they really do. This is an uplifting deck. Angie has a lot of decks, and I just want to show you the size. This is a normal tarot size RWS card, and you can see that it's a slightly larger than tarot size. And if you're looking at from where the artwork starts, it's actually shorter than a tarot card, if you can see that. This artwork is very detailed. I wish that they would have spread it through the whole card just to give us that extra inch or two. I think this is about an inch here that we lost, and it's only an inch. But I feel like I would have liked that inch. You know what I mean? Like, I know that these are typically these are a little bit bigger than the Llewellyn cards for her tarot deck, and I know that a lot of people um, said that that was too small. So this is definitely bigger, but I just wanted that extra inch. I think that the colors on the bottom of this, I don't think have any significance. So it would have been nice to just have that extra inch. But other than that, I think these cards are gorgeous. There's a lot of detail in them. I mean, just sitting to look at one card, there's a lot to see. This is not like just background for emotion's sake or just to put colors back there to kind of um, fill it in. There's a lot of stuff back here. There are little things that I can barely see. Like, I don't know if you can see here, these fossils in the ground. This one looks like some sort of swimming dinosaur. This one looks like it could have been a fish at one point, maybe a bird fish. I don't know. She's got all kinds of fossils. And I mean, I can sit here and like with a magnifying glass really try to zoom in. I found myself taking pictures and zooming in. So I'm excited to be making this video because then I can zoom in on the video to really see all of the details later if there is something that I want to see. I wear glasses. So, some of these details are very difficult for me to see IRL. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Stephanie Law makes beautiful art, but she has a soft hand and she makes detailed pictures. So it's very, like I said, everything is very soft and it bleeds into itself. There's not a whole lot of hard lines here. Makes it hard for me to see. If you have 20/20, maybe it might be a little easier. I'm not sure, but I've heard people say that, even people with good eyes, I don't know that there would be any way to fix it other than just make them giant. Which then we would be complaining about being able to shuffle them. So, so I think this is good. I will take it, and I will just zoom in when I need to. One way to do it is take a photograph of it on your phone and zoom in. Once you know it's there, it is easy to see. But I find myself going, well, wait, what is that? Wait, what is that? Like stuff that I've missed, which is kind of fun because that means every time I look at the card, I'm seeing something new, basically. So maybe I should just leave it alone and just find it as I go. Now, as I was going through using the deck, I do love the keywords inclusion and pace and self-love and solitude and things like that. And the information in the guidebook is wonderful as always. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe I read somewhere that Angie Sullins works as a life coach sometimes. And if you've ever been to a life coach, you know that they can be quite expensive. So to be able to get that kind of information in in the form of of a little oracle deck that you can pick up mass market is kind of a bargain. You know what I mean? But yeah, her advice is just good. She just gives damn good advice. I'm not gonna lie, she just gives damn good advice, and each one of them each one of her decks has a different vibe. It has a different feel. Um, you know, I've got a few from her that feel strong and you know, like a fighter, and some of them just feel supportive and kind, and some of them just inspirational, and some of them very sisterly, some of them playful. So I mean, there's just all of these cards have different feels and different vibes to them, and this one doesn't is the same. It's a different vibe. I thought that this was going to be more, I don't know, I thought it was going to be more like, I don't know, something more about the tree keepers, but I think I missed the point in the beginning because I was reading it and I kept saying, well, what about the trees? What about the tree? But it's not supposed to be about trees. It's about the information downloaded from the keepers of the trees, right? So, um, and she's sharing those downloads with us through this deck. And I think I kind of missed that point because at the beginning I was just like so confused because I was like, well, what about the trees? Like, what are the trees saying? What is the tree knowledge? What is the connection to the trees and to nature and all that? But I missed the point. I missed the point. So as I was going through and I started to realize, oh no, these are downloads. Um, I think I was able to appreciate it much, much more. This artwork is, oh, what's the word? For me, it draws me in, it sucks me in. It makes me want to sit and stare at it and scribe through the pictures. So I guess I could say, I wouldn't say path working for me because I don't do path working often, but it definitely draws me in and sucks me in. And when I am looking through it and finding different things, I can find different meanings to the cards before I even open the guidebook, drawn right there on the card. So I find them to be very intuitive, even without the book, for me. So that's just my opinion of them. I didn't find any meanings of these colors. If you know different, let me know. If you think that these colors at the bottom have any significance, they're pretty, but I don't know if they have any significance. They do look really gorgeous laid out though. I think I mentioned that the sides of the cards, and I'll show you in a moment, are not gilded in green. They're actually gilded in gold, which, to be honest, I like better. I think a green, I'm going to just say it. I think green would have been a little bit, it would have been a little, I don't know, corny. But the gold is very sophisticated and beautiful. So, yeah. Especially since it's not about, it doesn't need to be green, like it just doesn't need to be green. So um and I guess they must have made that decision on their own and then forgot to correct the writing on the back of the box, so just be aware of that. For transformation, look at this, like all of this, you've got butterflies, but then there's this light coming through here, all of these vines, and then there's something happening back here with the moon peeking through the trees. Mushrooms down here. I mean, these little mushrooms are so difficult to see, but I have to really look. But I've learned to really look. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned that I need to really look. And the last one, Keeper of Follow Through. We'll shuffle and read from the book. Okay, so for the shuffle, let's scooch that. Just like all the others, they shuffle fine. They are glossy. There's the gold gilding. It's like a soft, pretty, buttery gold. I really like it. I just think it's very, very dreamy and sophisticated. Let's see. I love this blue. I against this gold. It's gorgeous. Every time I see that card, as I'm shuffling, I'm just like, whew. They are on a glossy stock. You can see they're very glossy. They do not stick, and they are. I think I showed you already, but I'll show you one more time. Larger and the same amount wider than a tarot deck. So let's pick a card. Oop, there we go. Got your card. Put that there. See which one we got? Keeper of Anger. Ooh. I don't know if I got this one yet. Let's see what she's talking about for the anger. All right, so I'm gonna just zoom you in so you can really see. She's giving me Hamlet vibes. She's holding a skull. Let me just zoom you in. Oh, wait, before we zoom in, let me find it. So they are numbered, so they're super easy to find. 28. You can read that. Keeper of Anger. Anger is a sacred fire denied to many of us. We're encouraged to be compliant and agreeable, even when it's not in our best interest. Fire is fuel for change. Too little fire, and we risk becoming listless and depressed. Too much, and we risk our peace of mind becoming consumed by wrath or worse, bitterness. The invitation in this moment is to find the creative power in your anger. What change can you invite? What injustice can you transform into justice through letting anger have its voice? When you allow sacred fire to have its space, you help the phoenix usher what is no longer vital into the ashes in order to be reborn on the wings of new life. Wow. This chick can write, man. I mean, come on. You help the phoenix usher what is no longer vital into the ashes in order to be reborn. I thought we'd just try a few pairings. I didn't actually pair the deck with anything except for one deck, but where is that deck? Oh, here it is. Because it was sort of like a if it ain't broke, don't fix it situation. So this is the Joie de Verve, I think is how you say it. Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. And it paired so well together that I literally just was like, what's the point of even using anything else? So I never I never paired it with anything else. Oh, I dropped something, but I don't know what. Hang on. This was a slam dunk pair. This pair was very it read together just so well. I don't have the other deck that the artist did, Shadowscapes. So I just went with this one. It's close in art style. Paulina Cassidy's artwork is a little more whimsical as far as like the beings than Stephanie Law. But yeah, see, it's pretty. So, see, the Hermit and the Ten of Swords with the Keeper of Focus. hmm I mean, the messages just came through so sharp and clear and deep with these two decks. So I really enjoyed this one. But, in the spirit of finding pairs for new decks, I have picked a few others off the shelf that I wanted to try and never did. So let's take a look at them together. The second deck that came to mind to pair with this because of the color and the sort of watercolor, whimsical nature of the backgrounds of these cards, the artwork on the cards, was the traditional manga tarot. This is a Los Scarabeo production, and the artist is Shu Zuting. So I thought we could take a look at this one and see if my brain, because sometimes, I pick them out in my head and then I get them on the table and they look a mess. So we'll see. Let's just take a look and see. My brain, aesthetically, these should go together. they crooked? All right. So yeah, aesthetically so far, I like it. The Fool with the Keeper of Truth and the Page of Pentacles. Five of Wands with Temperance, okay. And the Keeper of Abundance. Or with forgiveness. That makes even more sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Two of Cups with the Four of Pentacles. My brain just went completely blank on what the meaning of the Four of Pentacles is. I had to look at the picture. I was like, what? And the Keeper of Shift. I'm not sure what the Keeper of Shift is. Let's take a look at the book. Keeper of Shift. It says tree keepers knew that nature shakes it up. Storms clean, winds resuscitate. But they also knew you can be your own storm. Monotony, boredom, inertia, do something different, take a different route. Okay, I got it. And with the Two of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. And she's like looking here. So maybe she's saying that, you know, holding on so tightly, yes, you're stable, but there could be more to be seen past the stability in maybe loosening up a little bit and starting a new, relationship or a new contract with someone, with a new business or a new opportunity that it may not feel stable now, but that shift, that shake up, um, could be a great change for you. I like it. The Moon with the stars. Wow. And the Six of Swords. Okay, so I like this. I like this pairing a lot. And I don't know, I mean, I really love the Joie de Vivre for more of a um, really considerate readings. This one seems more direction oriented, not considering, but just sort of giving you advice. So I could use this one for that type of reading for me. So that, yeah, I like this one. So again, this is the traditional manga tarot. The last one I want to try it with is this Mind's Eye Tarot. This one is new, super new to me. I just got it this summer, also from US Game Systems. And I just want to see how they look together. I feel like there's something whimsical about this world and also this world. So let's just see. Maybe these worlds can blend together. I already like the contrast of the light with the dark. Ooh, I left some cards out. Hang on, let me put these cards back. I always do that when I'm when I'm filming. I forget to put the cards that I pulled out of the deck back. I don't know why. Okay. So yeah, I already like the contrast of the light and the dark. Yeah, the colors blend lovely. Page of Pentacles with the Keeper of Innocence and the Two of Swords. You know, um, you're planning and thinking and considering um, this sort of pureness, but really maybe you have to think past all of the purity into something a little sharper, a little scarier, you know. Two of Cups with the Nine of Cups and the Keeper of Invisibles. Again, this Two of Cups. Interesting. I don't know, something that it looks like, here again, this moon. Wow. So I'm seeing a lot of cups and swords coming up with this deck. Also, the moon, a lot of water and a lot of um, air coming up with this deck when I'm pulling cards with it. And that's kind of cool, right? You would think it would be more earth, and fire because of the this world. But I guess it's good to have the support of the other elements. Yeah, I like this one too. I like the way it looks, and I think it'll read fine. So this is also another option. I love this Mind's Eye Tarot. It's so cool. I don't know. It definitely, I don't know. I feel like the artwork on here is so bold. It may drown this one out. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because it's like, this is so light. She has such a light hand, um, that it's making my eyes are being drawn to here. And then this, the focus that I need, the laser focus that I need to be able to see the detail here is is hard to bring back once I've looked at this. So even though I like the way they look together, I don't know if they would work together in a reading because I'm not seeing the oracle with this on the table, if that makes sense. That's for me though. Those are my eyes, and the way my eyes work. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know which pairing you enjoy. I have one more. I have one more I want to try. Let me just, now that I've seen this one, I've got another one in mind. Give me 1 second. Let me get it. This is the Edmund Duloc Tarot, Los Carabeo production. And this is the artwork of Edmund Duloc, curated by, I have no clue, but I love this deck. This was a Meredith made me do it at the Spiritual Oasis. Um, I don't regret it. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. I asked her to do a deep dive of it, but I had already purchased it before she even got the deep dive out. I was too obsessed from the moment I saw just a few cards. She did a little like, oh, all the decks, like a haul video. I just saw a few cards and I was like sprung. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Yes, the Fool with the High Priestess and the Keeper of Wonder. Wow. And see, now this, because these are very old images, the they're not as sharp as the other deck. It still has that dark contrast, but not as sharp. And I think it's bringing this one forward a little bit more, which is kind of what I want when I'm reading with an oracle deck and two tarot cards. It's normally, or even just one tarot card and an oracle. It's normally the oracle that is the focus of the reading for me because I've pulled the oracle card first and then I'm using the tarot to clarify or to flesh out the reading. So, oh, look at these blues. Um, yeah, I like this better. So I like this one better than the Mind's Eye for me, for my eyes. Look at this beautiful Five of Cups. I mean, God, this deck. Ugh. When Halloween is over, I'm getting this one back out and it's staying out for the rest of the year. It was in my fall box and I missed it. And now it's back, but I don't want to use it because I have a million Halloween decks I want to use. And I don't want them to not get used. This is the month for them, you know? So this one has to wait until November. But after November, all bets are off. All right. So that is the Edmund Duloc, and that is my last pairing for the Tree Keepers Oracle. You guys let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below, or if you have a favorite that you've been pairing your decks with. So yeah, this is, it's just lovely. Her writing is lovely. I like to read the things that she writes. It's lyrical almost, you know. And she's a poet, and she puts the poetry in the deck sometimes, so that's nice. But the prose is like poetry sometimes, so it just brings vision. It brings imagery into my brain. So, anyways, if you enjoy Angie Sullen's decks, this one is not going to disappoint you. It's definitely, it's not one of the stronger ones. It's not going to be like Wild Woman Rising or Woman in Total Control of Herself, but it definitely has some strong advice um, embedded in there, as you could clearly see from that card. So it's beautiful, and it's beautiful. It's got Stephanie Law's beautiful artwork. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. If you have the deck already, because I know it's been out for a little bit already, this thing I've had probably 2 months now, maybe a month and a half. I don't know. Time is flying this year. But so if you already picked it up, let me know what you think if you've been using it. I have been pulling cards for myself, for my friends, and we've all been enjoying this one. So, but like I said, it's just some damn good advice. It's really good to just read in the morning or at the beginning of your week. You know what I mean? So I'll put the links where you can pick it up in the description box below as always. And until I see you next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.